You see, what people, unless you've really studied, and studied perhaps for a long time, because not everything is revealed in the beginning. You know, Dick wouldn't talk about everything. He just wants you to feel it. And apparently, I guess, even though Murray said he taught through the brain, he wouldn't tell a student everything either. He got you to do it. Or he'd induce certain things, maybe not tell you about it right away, but this whole finger thing. Let's see. So if you're going, see, if I can demonstrate this for you. See my middle finger or my first finger in the left? Now it's fingers. Now it's not. Now it's fingers. Because the fingers, if you're playing properly, see, my finger's opening up. But it's reacting to the wrist. Open, open, open. You land open, open, open. Now, if you feel it landing open on the middle finger, then it can become fingers. See? So you've got I'm just throwing for doubles. Now I'm pulling with my fingers. Fingers. Not fingers. Fulcrum is moved up to the first finger and thumb. You wouldn't know it. I'm pulling with my index finger. That doesn't change the fulcrum in the left. Left a little different. Now I'm just throwing and landing open. Close. Close. Close, close, close. See, you're open and you're closed, and it's what Murray Spivak talked about in the video, where he explains, because Louis says, and you're not playing traditional right now, but Louis says, well, does the thumb go towards the first finger, or does the first finger come towards the thumb? And Murray explains that the first finger in traditional merely replaces the middle finger in matched. So the two are functioning in a very similar way. Dick Wilson would say that in traditional, the fulcrum is stable, sense. I don't remember exactly what he said, so I don't misquote him. He said, and it's the first finger, which is the guide in traditional, that is energizing. He says, as opposed to matched, where the fulcrum, which is the middle finger, and the guide remains stable. In the left, the fulcrum is stable, and the first finger energizes from the wrist. In matched, so the fulcrum doesn't move in traditional. In matched, the fulcrum moves, it energizes, and the guide remains stable. So you get this. See? You get this. It opens up. In the left, it's the first finger that opens up. Oops, first finger that opens up. See? It energizes. So you haven't, and don't do this when you play. Get closer to your, hope you're away from your table, because I think that really helped you last time. Do you need to move away from it? Because I notice, you know, I have a hip problem. I do this, I lean, but for you right now, I don't think you have a hip problem, or maybe I don't. Okay, so pardon me. So let's use that idea as the jumping off place. how we got here. We've been talking for quite a while before I turned on the camera, or before I start to, any of this up. But so this is a really big part of the technique, right? It's what Murray's teaching Louis. And so to feel how the hand function will really kind of give you the technique in a really big way. It's very important. So, and I've had to do this, and this can be confusing. So let me see how I can explain it to you, because it confused me. So let me see if I can remove some of the confusion and it present it to you in a way that is more clear. Okay, so just to get the feeling of how the hands work, because, we don't play with the stick laying on the surface. No, we actually have to play. We play. But to get these feelings, your grip looks really good right now.
Yeah. I think we talked about it briefly just before we closed last week. Was it, the bouncy shake that I get thing, that maybe I was gripping the stick too tight, but it seems like it almost seems like something of it's maybe it's mental, where I say, to keep that firm, the firm part, the guide stable, I got to pull the stick more into my hand against the palm here. Seems more natural. We're over here, I don't even think about it. These fingers are always stable, and there already is a gap there, real easy,
Good.
But this one just doesn't know how to be natural and relax for some reason.
It's really good. So you're becoming very introspective. That's really good. Now I can tell you what. Yeah, you see, you got to flatten out your thumb, because you're right. See, this is where this is where we're talking about first finger and thumb.
Yeah.
And that approach. That's Igo, who I'm gonna say guy can't play really, but so if we are going to see what I was just showing you, I'll do it again, and just because this is part of this. It's really good. You see, you're helping me teach you, because you're learning to teach yourself. So the first finger and thumb are firm, comfortable, and constant, according to Dick Wilson. And so if what we're doing is, let's see. See my first finger and thumb? Yeah, there's not much happening, but I'm holding here. See how it looks? Doesn't look like this. How would you do that? You can't really play. I can't play. That literally prohibits me from playing. I don't know how I would do it. Here, so if you're doing, see my thumb, how flat it is? Now here I am with fingers. See, either way, whether you're using the middle finger as the fulcrum or the first finger and thumb as the fulcrum, first finger and thumb don't change. It's very simple. Now, people don't realize that this technique, you can use fingers if you know what you're doing, right? But first we want to learn, because that's usually all people can do. They have no idea of how to get the stick, how to create a fulcrum further back. And then what happens is, I'm going to have a fulcrum. Now they have no grip up front, because they're trying to get it back here. That's not the way. Yes, so your first finger and thumb, whether you want to play with the fulcrum up there, or you want to play with the fulcrum in the middle finger, first finger and thumb don't change. What changes is where the force is coming from. See, when I'm using the fulcrum that's further back, the middle finger, the force is coming from the wrist. When I go to use fingers, the force is coming from the finger. Okay, that's the only thing that changes. Yeah, so yeah, okay, right. You just have to keep this firm, comfortable, and constant. And then
that's the, I think that's on there, and I noticed that when I hit a surface, now I hit a surface here, it doesn't bother me at all. If I hit a surface here, it feels like the stick wants to slip out of the guides.
Okay. Well, it's already gotten better as we've gone along. The two are more similar, and I'll take what you're saying into account, but your thumb doesn't look as stable as in the left, doesn't look as stable as your thumb in the right. Right. So there's something a little different going on. Yeah, and we're going to sort that out. Now let's find something else. Let's go get into this further. Let's look at this another way, right? And that's this idea. This is that Murray Spivak thing, where the Dick Wilson thing, or the Richard Martinez thing, right? Where the middle finger energizes. Now, how could we get in touch with that potential? So if we just, first of all, we need the floor. Floor is a really big deal. And you see, I can already tell, see the way my channel looks? My thumb looks more concave than yours. Yours, this knuckle is always sticking out. You're never going to play using this technique that way. It won't work. You've moved now you're trying to get the fulcrum back here, but you've moved the fulcrum up here just by pinching up. You see, that's pinching. See, the thumb looks round, like it does in your right. Go ahead and pick the stick up in your right. Yeah, see, thumb is more flat and round. Not in the left. The space is smaller in your right. See, in your right, this space, look, stay with me now, this is cool. The space is small here in your right. And your left, because you're pinching, it's bigger. Right, left, right, left. Geez, I don't know, I hit and it wants to bounce up. Both because you're not holding the stick correctly. Not for this technique. Yeah, the space is smaller. The space is smaller. You only get it, don't back here. You're moving back, your mind is moving here, and I'm here. The thumb looks like this, not this. This. Yeah, it's like this. You want to get the back part of the thumb on the stick, not the front of your thumb. I'm exaggerating. So really the flat of it. But if you were thinking that you're good, there you go. You want to see the back here, almost the joint. See if you can get the energy to come from almost where that joint is. First finger. You can take your other fingers off. I don't care. We're just getting your guide together. It's getting there. Can you get the back of the thumb to send energy to the first finger? Yeah, it's getting there. See, can you have your thumb buckle like this? Look, let your hand go. Now I get to experiment with that and hold it up just a little. Yeah, you see how the tip of your thumb kind of goes away from the baby finger towards your right hand. See? Now just bring your hand back. And more like that, you see? Yeah, that's what you don't want to do. As soon as you put a stick in your hand, that goes away. And it goes from having this shape to having, here, you go to hold the stick and it goes like this. And it has this shape. And the hand has lost its naturalness. Yeah, and it just looks like that. So we'll get there now. We'll get there. Now let's find another way to help you.
And I will say one thing, it seems like it pulls on my muscles here. But this one doesn't have strain at all.
What does? So
right here, the muscles, when I try to go just like this, there's pulls on these muscles right here. This one here, I could go anywhere. There's no tension at all on my wrist, this muscle or that muscle.
Well, because you came up playing traditional for so long, this is new to you. And your right hand has fallen into something more natural. So because you've been rotating for years and traditional, now I'm asking you to hold the stick in a way that's foreign to your left hand. And suddenly, well, muscles are pulling. Well, maybe they are. Are your muscles pulling like this? No, your grip isn't right now. Are the yeah, right, shake it out. Are the muscles pulling right now?
Right now, no, they're not.
Let your arm hang by your side. You don't need to do anything. That's right, there you go. Now bring it up and let it hang limp. Come on, let your elbow hang. Let your arm, there it is. Do you feel any tension? Is that tension there?
If I try to pull it more flatter, I do.
But now your arm isn't relaxed. You've changed it. So you've blown the experiment. You have to let this hang. Do you feel the tension in the, do you feel the tension in the muscle? Looks good. Do you feel tension in your wrist or anywhere?
Yeah, a little bit right here.
Boy, I feel the same. It's kind of the same. Boy, I don't feel very much going on at all. This is the position that you were probably when you were in the womb and developed little fingers and hands. You're probably like this a lot, floating around. I don't think this is gonna hurt. I don't think so. Just let it hang. It's just this. It's just this. That's all it is. It's like that here, it's like that here, but somehow, yeah, you see? Okay, so let's keep going. Now, we're just gonna put this stick on the surface. So now you put the stick in your hand. Yes, so thumb, you're on the tip of the thumb. Just on the tip of the thumb. Okay, so now, but this might help you find it. Watch. So we're just gonna touch the surface. Touch. You lift it back up. All right, so just touch. Okay, now go ahead and put your other hand on the stick to lock it in. Make this. Yeah, get rid of the others. Just get rid of that other stick for a second. There you go. Boy, see, your right hand already looks kind of funny. It doesn't look kind of very normal, but it's okay. We might be able to straighten it out this way, so to speak. So now just roll around the stick. No, I know you could say this is rolling around the stick, so but within this technique, we've talked about it. We're rolling around the stick. Can you do that?
Am I moving my fingers or what? I don't know.
Yeah, you see, this is new to you, even though I've showed it to you before. Okay. Let's just hold with the first finger and thumb. Take your other fingers off. Yeah, get them off. You can kick them away. Yeah, like that. Now all you have is your thumb and first finger. The stick isn't touching the palm, is it? Or I guess, yeah. Oh, I guess, yeah. It doesn't matter. Okay, so now what you're going to do is you're just going to bend your wrist and roll forward around like that, and then come back and let your palm touch the stick. Keep your other fingers off. There it is, and let it. It's as if you have a little screw running through the middle of the thumb, back of the thumbnail through to the first finger. Do it. Now just go around it. There you go. See, that's improved your thumb. See how flat your thumb is? Yeah, that's it. This when you roll up. Look, see how it looks like this? Yeah, you see how flat your thumb is? Beautiful. Just stay there for a second. No, come on up. Come on up. Now look down and look at the shape of your thumb. Looks really good. Okay. That shape barely changes. You're just moving around. This, it feels like the first finger and thumb could be the fulcrum in this, perhaps. Some kind of fulcrum. Yeah, keep it there. There you go. See? Yeah, keep doing that. See, it's really good, Steve. You see, that's what you don't want to feel. So now, just for fun, go and pinch your thumb up top. Go and pinch it up there. Take your other fingers off and pinch it. Yeah, come on. No, with the stick, but pinch it. Come on, bend this. This is what you want to do. No, come on. Now I can't get you to do it. I can't get you to do it wrong. I want you to bend the first knuckle of your thumb. Like that. There you go. Now move around the stick like that. Not like that. Up and down. Don't freak me out. Yeah, see? There's not much thumb on the stick, is there?
No.
It's pretty wimpy, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Wimpy. Now go ahead and put your thumb back on. Create that thing that you just felt correctly. Now roll around. Keep it nice and flat. You want to feel that stick rolling through here in the thumb. You got to keep all that thumb. Yeah, and when you come back, you don't pinch. No, you're coming back and you do this. You go up beautifully with a nice concave thumb right across from the first finger. And when you come back, you go, I'm exaggerating. Thinking this is, no, you leave this, you bend your wrist, and it just goes around the stick. The thumb doesn't change. Look at my thumb. It doesn't change. The wrist changes, not the thumb. There you go. Like that. That's it. Don't change your thumb. Just roll straight up, straight up. Don't change your thumb. You got it. You got it. Keep it like that, and it's the wrist that changes. Now that you got that, here's the other thing that changes. And this is what I was alluding to. So until you have that, you're not going to feel the other thing that will change. See, the thumb and the first finger are firm, constant, comfortable, and constant. And they are right now for you. For once, right? You've broken through on that. Come on, you got to keep this. See, it's nice and small. The space doesn't change. The thumb is just like that. There you go. There you go. Now go ahead and put your middle finger under the stick now. Just the middle finger. Why'd you pinch your thumb? Now you lost this. Now, okay, now you have that. Keep your thumb on. Don't go. Come on, flatten your thumb out. When it comes down, the thumb stays flat. Like that. There you go. You can put some pressure, a little pressure across. You have to hold it here. You can hold it a little. Well, if you're holding it, why would it look like this? You're holding it. Holding it. More of the back of your thumb. I need more of the back. Like, yep, there you go. More. There you go. Now you want the front of your thumb, huh? More of the back of the thumb. Okay, good, like that. Now, is your middle finger touching the stick?
Yes.
Okay, now don't play. Now remember last week I finally did not have you learn. This is what helped you learn that, because you were like this back here, and I said, well, can you do this? And you went, oh, okay. So we're heading kind of in the direction that seemed to help you last week. So you have your middle finger on the stick. Flatten out, put the stick flat on the surface. Put your other hand on there, like you did before. Remember you rolled around the stick?
Yes.
That thumb flat, that's good, okay. Now roll around the stick with your middle finger on.
Middle finger off, okay.
On. There you go. You got it. You got it. You got one, you got two. Yeah, tell me, keep your thumb flat. That can't change. It just stays like that. Now, what is changing? Your wrist changes. What else changes?
Well, really, I don't know. If it stays in the middle, if it stays in the middle finger fulcrum, nothing really changes, I don't think.
Well, let me show you what changes, and that might be a wise kind of recognition, because that's kind of what I mean. Everything is so natural, you kind of don't feel much changing, but something is happening. And let me show. Okay, before I physically show you, now you're pinching your thumb again. You keep going. We got to integrate. There it is. Straight up. Don't go out to the side. Straight up. Straight up. Straight up. Yep, like that. That's it. Now this time I want you to clutch with your middle finger, like you were when you were back here. Clutch it and roll around the stick.
Clutch it.
Oh, come on, hold it here. Now clutch it. Don't allow that middle finger to open. You're clutched with the middle finger. Now roll around the stick. Go on. You can't, can you?
No.
It's clutched. Now relax it and roll around the stick. And what does it do?
You can
What's
move
that?
the wrist up.
What?
You can move the wrist up with it still being on the middle finger fulcrum.
And so what is the middle finger doing?
The stays in a groove, but the finger goes under a little bit more as I raise the wrist up.
You're getting there. For me, the finger.
The more space, have space between the middle finger fulcrum because I roll up.
You're doing really good right now, by the way. Your hand, you see we fixed your hand? Okay, let's just stay with me. Here's what I believe is happening. The middle finger is opening to accommodate the movement around the stick. My hand is nice and open now. Then it closes. The middle finger closes. Now it opens. See it open? See my middle finger seems more straight?
Yes.
And see my middle finger is almost straight, isn't it? See? Right. And then when I rotate down, it closes. Now it's closed. See? It's closed. Now look, now it opens. Now it's closed. Try it. Middle finger. Open. Come on. Come back. Close. Open. Come back now. Roll back. Close. Go on. Roll forward. It'll open. Open. Then close. Close. So it's harder for you to close. All I do is I just roll back around my finger. That's you. That's a sign from God. Okay, yeah, open, close. Don't do anything with your thumb. It's not your thumb that's opening and closing. It stays. It's the middle finger that's changing and the wrist position. That's all. Now you got it. Open, close. Keep your thumb stable. Open, close. You don't feel anything, do you? Your body's been doing this since the day you were born. Open, close. Release, squeeze. Come on, your thumb's losing it. The thumb has to remain stable so you can roll around it and feel the middle finger open. The thumb and the first finger are doing nothing. There, you got it. Yeah, you got it. You haven't been feeling that. Because like right now, you want to pinch up here. You don't understand that it's the middle finger. Middle finger needs to be, as Murray said to me, I got to get up my cassettes and maybe put stuff up. He said, we have to educate this middle finger. Well, I didn't really know what he meant at the time. See, now we're educating the middle finger. This is a nothing burger. You don't do anything. The fact that you keep mucking around up here is weird to me because this is what you get to not think about. It's the middle finger that we're focused on. If you go changing stuff up in the first finger and thumb, you'll spoil the concentration that is required, which is what's happening in the middle finger. There, even your grip is better. Yeah, you got to keep that first finger and thumb stable. So now, if we were to put this into some kind of a practicum, let me see now. Where am I going? Oh no, thumb. It's just wrong. To find it, maybe you just put the stick down and go around it for a sec to find where there. Now your thumb's back. Your thumb's back. Oh, you lost it. You lost it. You lost it. There it is. And roll back down. When you roll down, leave the stick on the surface to feel it. You're moving around this thing. Look. Here's another way to do it. Watch. I lower the stick to the surface and I go around it a little. Can you do that? There you go. And then when you lift it back up, you'll come back to the floor. No, stay with me. You had it there, but it's really looking better. So just wait here at the floor. Just laying. Don't go pinching with your thumb. The thumb is nice and flat. Flatten your thumb out a little. And by the way, it's not holding tight at all. It's just this position that I can go around. I'm not holding it very tight. Holding it flat doesn't mean tight. Look, my thumb's not getting any tighter. It's the same pressure on the stick. I can just put it anywhere I want. So more like that. Okay, so you got the stick above the, right at the floor, 1/2 inch, flatten your thumb out. Okay, now touch the surface gently, just go. No, you don't go touch the surface. You just turn your wrist and touch. Now the stick, when you touch, will still be at a little bit of an angle because you haven't allowed your hand to open up yet. See how the stick is? I have a drawing of this in the Modern Drummer articles I co-authored with Richard Martinez. You know, he drew some of them, I drew some of them. That one was mine. The one where it goes down, where I'm actually teaching, drawing doubles. But it's the same for what I'm showing you right now. You're going to come down and touch, and the stick will still be, the C of the stick is flat, 1/2 inch above my hand. Now it's at a little bit of an angle. Yeah, but I'm just showing you, this would be the pad here. There you go, flatten out your thumb. Flatten it out. Before you do anything, you have to have your grip together. There, come on, there you go. Now just touch, and it'll be a little bit of an angle. You don't go shoving everything down so the whole thing goes down flat. You go down so that the stick is pointing down just ever so slightly. Okay, not bad. Now we're going to flatten it out. Now that it's touching, go ahead and touch. Now you're just going to roll around the stick so that the stick goes down parallel. There you go. Now lift it up and come back. Now come back to the floor. There. Touch. It's not gone down parallel yet. Now roll around the stick a little. The middle finger opened and the stick butt end went down, didn't it?
Yeah.
Now you're going to just turn back. The butt end's going to touch the palm. You're going to come back. Your thumb looks really good. Just to the floor. There you go. Touch. Roll. Come back. Touch. Roll. Middle finger open, didn't it? Now notice my stick stays pretty flat. If you roll down too far, you're right. The bead will pop up. So we're just this very subtle thing. We touch, we roll, bead stays, you don't have to go down all the way to the shank. It just rolls down. There you go. We'll come up, back up to parallel. There you go. Touch, touch, roll, go around the stick a little. Now when you roll, your forearm comes up a little, doesn't it? Watch my forearm. Touch. Remember how the wrist changed when you did it? Remember when we did this? See how the wrist comes up? No, the wrist doesn't go down. Just take your thumb and first finger off. Put your hand on here. Your thumb is so much better. Now roll around the stick to remind you. See how the wrist went up? Do it again. And if you put your middle finger underneath, the middle finger would open and the wrist comes up. You got it. Now watch. Take your hand away. Now you're just going to touch and let the wrist come up like you're rolling around, just like you did before. Come on, wrist comes up. Wrist. No, you didn't roll. You clutched your middle finger so it didn't roll. Come on. Go on up with your wrist. There it is. And look, your bead is on the surface. Come back. Roll back down and lift the bead up. You got it. Touch. Remember how you rolled around just the first finger and thumb? And the wrist went up. There you go. You got it. There. Now come back and lift the bead up. There. Now you're feeling the feeling of what would be, could be two things. It could be the squeeze and release, depending on how we use it. Or it could be what happens to the hand when we're playing, for instance, rebounds. And Murray says, and the middle finger, the first finger in the left is replacing the middle finger in the right. And that's what the middle finger does. So on the left, we have to get some kind of something that's mirroring what the right is doing, but on the side, okay? Okay, you got that, dude. See? Okay, you just felt that. That was really good. Now, if you were to just, remember I really had you making big motions. I got you to leave the bead down last week because, you know, that's the gig. And Dick seems to have had a bit of a different take on the throw relative to Murray Spivak's take. If we were to look at it from, your grip looks pretty good. Flatten out your thumb just a little more. See my thumb? And so if we're just holding it here, and I roll up. Now it's a little harder to feel. Did your middle finger open up at all?
No.
Did it?
No.
I know. It's harder to feel this way. It's a little more mysterious. It should. It'll feel similar to this when you went around the stick. See, I gave you the feeling. But don't do it yet. Just go around the stick again. Remind yourself of what this feels like. Yeah, there you go. Wrist went up, middle finger open, didn't it?
Yeah.
Now, what happens with this technique is just that. That's for squeeze and release. One example of it. See, as I roll forward, with no stick in my hand, I can feel that thing you're feeling when you roll around the stick. My wrist has gone up. And if the stick were stable, it would feel like I was rolling around it, but the stick has come up too. So you're not quite rolling around the stick in the same way. It's changed. But my middle finger, thumb and first finger are firm, comfortable, constant. But my middle finger, now here I'm not holding the stick, so the whole hand would open. With this technique, we have to maintain the guide. So the guide stays just like you're feeling now. Thumb has that shape. And I go up and my middle finger opens up. A little bit like it was going to go around the stick, but it's not going around the stick, it's just opening up a little. And the stick is just laying in there. Can you feel that? Go on up. Leave the bead in that fixed point in the universe and go on up. Go on, bend up. Go. No, I want you to, now we have to keep the stick just above the surface and go up. There you go. Is your middle finger opened up at all?
No.
Okay, it's a little harder to feel, but it should. But your grip, look at that, you see. See, Murray probably wouldn't even tell you about that. I probably shouldn't be going on about this. But you have a particular situation what we're trying to overcome. So we're teaching through the brain right now, and your feeling. We're marrying the two. Okay, so watch my middle finger. Remember I showed you? Now, I'm holding the stick to mimic as though I'm on a, don't do it, but to show you that there would be a pad here. Right, there would be a pad here. The phone is the pad. The phone is the pad. Okay, now the non-bounce surface is the to aid in the illustration of this. It's not an illustration. The demonstration of this. Okay, so you see, I'm just showing because I want to be on the side and right here. So as I showed you what my middle finger does, it opens to go around the stick, which you felt. If you clutch the middle finger, you can't go up. It won't allow it to open. Now, when we go up and we leave the bead over the surface, see my middle finger open? And then it closes. Watch. See, it's tiny. It kind of looks like it does when I go around the stick, but I'm not going around the stick. But it's more, this finger, middle finger is more straight. Just a little. It's released. Yeah, let it straighten out just a little. From that, bend your wrist a little more. There you go. See, it's kind of straightened out a little. And then when you come back down, feel it close. Go on up, feel it open as though you're going around the stick. Got to keep your first finger and thumb together, and they are. See, to me, it looks like you're a little more open up here. Because that's what the hand does. The hand does this. There you go. There you go. So now what you're going to do, see, you're open, middle finger's open, first finger, thumb, the guide are stable, as though you moved around something. Now you're just going to cock to the ceiling and feel your middle finger close. Stop! That's pretty good, but it wasn't quite what I... So we're going to go on up and feel the middle finger open a little.
I don't feel it just stays against the palm.
It is against the palm.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Very good. Okay. See, I learn something every day. Well, it is. Because you're right. You're not moving around it in the same way. So look, it's opened.
I have some space in there, but it's not, there's no space between the butt of the stick and the palm.
There isn't. Look at mine. Mine's
Okay.
on the palm. See, this is why I told you it's a little confusing. This is where I'm sharing with you some heavy stuff. So I've gone up, but look, my middle finger opened. And watch, I'm going to come down. Still on the palm. I'm open. It's on the palm, but my middle finger opened. Yeah, I think your middle finger's a little straighter when you go up. Is it? It's on the palm, but the finger is just a little more straight. And then when you come down, it closes a little. And come on down. Don't do it with your thumb. That's what you keep doing. That's why you're having problems. Keep your thumb flat. It's going around it, but it's not going around it now. But it would be going around. There you go. Straight, close. Keep your thumb the same. If that doesn't change, the wrist changes and the middle finger changes. Wrist, middle finger. Stays on the palm like you said. Now just make a throw. Go on up. Keep your thumb flat. Make a throw. Feel the middle finger come. Now stop, stop, stop. Are you at the floor? Are you at the floor in the closed position? Straight, get your thumb together. Okay, go on up and feel your middle finger open. Now make a throw and feel it close. Oh.
Push back to the pad. It wasn't really a throw.
You don't tell me. I'm the one around here who decides when you're throw. That was really good. You did really good right there. It's not too much. You've come on up. The middle finger has released. Right? And then you're just going to throw and the middle finger's going to close. Now to throw properly, you have to bring that bead up and feel the middle finger come to the palm. Bring the bead up even a little more and feel it come to the palm. Oh, see, middle finger closed. You're loose going up, so let it open a little. Don't come up so high. Just come up a little right now. Thumb, thumb, thumb. And then lift that bead up and feel the middle finger. You didn't lift the bead up enough. Thumb, thumb, thumb. Lift the bead up. Middle finger came to the palm. Keep it there. Now the middle finger has come towards, has closed. That's really good. Yeah, that's more the direction. See? So you're open and close. But it's so subtle, most people never get it. They'll never get it. Your thumb, if your thumb doesn't stay in position, it won't work. There you go. Just roll around this. Okay, you're up. It's open a little. It's up. It's a little open. And cock your wrist to the ceiling and feel it close. First finger and thumb don't do anything. They just remain constant. Open, close. Hey, yeah. Do that in your other hand. Do that. Now, your right hand has kind of been figuring things out without completely. See? Now we'll just roll around your thumb. Look at the difference. The space is, yeah, there. Now your left looks like more like your right because you flattened out your thumb in the left. Come on, flatten it out more. Okay, now roll around the stick and put the stick down on the surface. Can you roll around it? There it goes. Wrist goes up, middle finger opens, and it comes back. Now, okay, stop. Now just go up and leave the bead in the fixed point in the universe and feel the middle finger in the right open up a little, just like you just felt. But it's still on the palm, but it's a little more relaxed and open. Tiny stuff. Now turn up to the ceiling and feel the middle finger close. There it is. It's tiny, isn't it? Forget it. No, macho guys say, what did I just want to play? Well, okay. Thumb, you got to get your thumb together. There it is. Look at you. Might want to practice. There you go. There you go. There you go. So you get to the top, and it's open, and you just feel that. Get your thumb together. Thumb together. Get to the top and feel the middle finger a little bit open. There, stop, no, too much, you came up too much. Don't exaggerate, right? We're doing a Murray throw. There it is. See that the bend is to release the middle finger. There you go. And when you come down, watch. When you come down and the middle finger closes, you want to stay there. That's that fist I was telling you about. So come up and feel the middle finger release and come back down to the fist. But you got to release the middle finger going up so you can come back to the fists. So you're open and closed. Go on up, open, a little more. Oh, you're almost. You really got to come, you got to come down and feel that middle finger pull towards the block. It's getting there. Yeah, man. Have to do that for a while. It's not bad. Now, we're at such beginning stages. See, what I wanted to do was get you feeling that and throwing for page 5, but to a metronome. So, so you see that so you see that you're starting to feel it, and you're starting to think it, right? Because this kind of, look at your grip, looks really good. Your thumb doesn't look all freaky. See, it's just laying in your hand. Just laying in your hand. Now it's not open or closed, is it?
No.
It's just laying in there, isn't it? This is kind of your neutral, happy place. All you do is lift your stick up and let it fall, concentrating on the middle finger. There. And you feel it in the middle finger, because wait, just do it once. You got it. Steve, everything is perfect. You get it once, and you go, that's not good enough. There must be something more. There's got to be something. Isn't there something I can do to make that better? No, it's not going to get better. That's it. Sorry. But it's just laying in the hand. It's not open. It's not closed. Or maybe you would call it closed. It's this neutral position. It's just right. It's laying in the middle finger. Is it laying in the middle finger? Yeah. Take your thumb and first finger off and find out. Perfect. Put them back on so that you could roll around the stick, right? It's just laying there, right? Thumb's changed. There it is. Roll around the stick to find it. Come on, roll around it. Come back. Okay, there you go. It's just laying in your hand now, right? Just lift the stick up and touch. There, yeah, no, just make a little note. Yeah, you had it. That was good. Lift it up and let it touch. No, you have to lift it up and make a little note. Your thumb's chain, everything's got, just let it lay in there. You had it for a minute. No, you have to roll around the stick and get your grip. You might want to hold the stick with your other hand, because that helps you keep the one stick stable, so you know you're really going around something. There, now your grip's together. Come back. Don't do it with your thumb. Do that again. Roll around it. Roll around and find out where the thumb is. Come back. Keep the thumb. Don't change your thumb when you come. There it is. It's laying in your hand right now. Just lift it up and make a tap. That's it. Your thumb started to change, though. You're kind of starting to lose it already. And then all hell breaks loose.
When I hit the surface, that's when.
No, it was fine. But then you decided you want. Yeah, because you do something here. If you just let it lay in your hand and do this, nothing would change. Just lift it up and let it tap. That's it. Stop. Now roll around the stick to find the right. No, the bead popped up. What does it mean? What does it mean? What does it mean when this happens? And the bead comes up and you're trying to roll it off the stick. That tells me that your wrist didn't change very much. The wrist has to accommodate keeping Just like the middle finger opens, the wrist has to go up. If the wrist doesn't go up, you're going to end up on the, no, your wrist didn't go up. There, the bead stayed on the, there, see, that's really going around the stick. Wrist has to come up. So put your hand on that, you've got to, reinforces. Put your hand, you're losing your thumb already. Okay, you're getting it. Now roll around it. See, the bead doesn't come up because it helps. See, the wrist came up and the middle finger open. Come back. Okay. Now, can you take your hand off? Can you leave keep the stick on the surface? Flatten out your thumb. Now, wrist is going to come up so you can leave the bead on the surface so you can go around it. Go on. There you go. There. See, the tip didn't do this. The tip just stayed right there. There, come back. There you go. Come back. Come back. Now, come back. It's just laying in your hand. Come back all the way. Come back. That's it. Come back. There you go. Hold it up just above the surface. Hold it there. Keep your grip. It's kind of laying in your hand right now. Lift the stick up an inch or two and make a tap. And don't change it. That's it. Why did you do something with, you're doing something with your thumb right now. Right now. Right now. Right now. What are you doing? Why are you changing your thumb? It's not your wrist that's shaking. It's your thumb. It's your thumb, dude. Your thumb is influencing your entire hand. So, but it's beautiful here, isn't it? Now your thumb's trapped. Go on, roll around it. No, bead came up. You didn't change the shape of your wrist. There it is. Go on up. Roll around it. More. There it is. Look at your thumb. See, it's not changing. Roll back. It's not changing. You're not shaping. Lift that up and make a tap. And don't change your, no, come back. Now let's just lift that up and make a tap. And don't change your thumb. You changed your thumb. You're not changing your thumb here. You're not changing your thumb here. But as soon as you go to lift the stick up, you change it. I don't know why. Nope. You're not going around the stick. The tip came up. Nope. Tip's starting to come up. There it is. And roll back. Come on, roll around the stick. Watch the, nope, tip came up. Nope, yes. Okay, roll up. Good, that's a good one. See, the tip didn't come up and your wrist went up. There. Nope, tip came up. There you go. Now just roll back. There you go. Do it again. Thumb. Roll back. Now just lift that up and make a little tap and don't change your thumb or first finger. There. It's not shaking, so you didn't change it. You got one. That's it. You need to do that over and over. You got another one. Don't change your first finger or thumb. Now do your rolling thing. Come on, roll, but don't let the bead come. No. Oh, you're going to make a downstroke and show off now? Okay, now I want you to roll. The rolling's giving it to you. There you go. Roll back. Roll up. Nope, bead's starting to come up. Means you're not quite getting the roll correct. There it is. Watch your thumb and first finger. Roll back. Lift. There you go. Roll back. Just lift that up and make a tap. Roll back. Now lift that up. Don't change your thumb, first finger. There it is. Roll. You got it. Roll. Roll back. First finger, thumb. Don't change it. Lift it up and make a tap. There. See, that's all it is. And look, that's it. Now don't do that. Don't play again, because that's when you start to insist on doing something with your thumb. Now roll around to teach your thumb. There it is. Roll back. Lift up. You changed it, so do it again. Don't let the tip come up. It's not a proper roll. There. Come on. Don't let that tip come up, or you're not rolling with the wrist coming up to a comment. There it is. Roll back. Roll forward. Roll forward. Come on, roll a little more. Really feel it, but don't let the tip come up. There you go. Roll back. There's nothing to search for. Just roll around it. No, tips come up. There it is. Roll back. Roll forward. Roll back. Now lift it up and make it, do it slowly. Wait for me. Wait for my instruction. You got it right now. Now just lift it up and make a tap. Don't change your thumb first finger. There it is. Roll. Got it. Roll forward. Don't let the tip. There it is. Roll back. Lift it up and make a tap. Roll forward. Roll back. Lift it up and make a tap. Don't change your thumb and first finger. There. That's all it is. Look how clean. Everything's in position. There. Oh, you changed your thumb. You got one, but you got lucky, really. Go around it. There it is. There it is. Do that in your right, because I know you think your right's king of the world. But let's see if it is as good as your left now. Roll around it. Roll around it. Roll back. Lift it up and make a tap. See? Roll around it. Right, right, right. Roll back. Lift it up and make a tap. Now your two hands are identical. That's it. I'm stopping right now. That's all I want you to do. Beautiful, Steve. You followed my instructions really nicely. And proof is in the pudding, man. You know, talk is cheap. We can go yak, yak, yak all we want. All I know is there was no shaking, and you performed these simple motions perfectly, and you were absolutely successful just now. Turning off the camera. Yeah, man.